Prince Harry is making global headlines this morning after revealing in a sit-down interview that he's staying put in the US with no plans to return to the United Kingdom, saying, quote, "It's the life that my mum wanted for me."
So for more, we're joined by royal editor at the Daily Mirror, Russell Myers in London. Russ, here he is. He's all chatty now. What else did Harry have to say?
Well, he did. He was very chatty. Good morning, guys. And this is a New York Times interview, pretty far-ranging for Harry, I think. He was talking about, disinformation in the media, talking about his battles with the British press and the UK government. But most interestingly, I thought he was saying about how he's very happy in the United States. He's no desire to come back to the UK anytime soon. He thinks his kids have got a better lifestyle. And I tell you what, guys, it's pretty cold here at the moment. So who could blame him being basked in the Californian sunshine? Because I would swap it any day of the week about now.
Okay, yeah, fair enough. It comes after, of course, he lost a legal battle for more police protection when visiting the UK. We know security is front of mind for him. So has that played a really major role in his decision to stay there in the States?
Yeah, for sure. I think absolutely. I mean, this long-ranging battle with the UK government, part of his court case with the Home Office, has been well publicised. I mean, he's been speaking about it for a couple of years now. He's actually going to appeal the High Court decision not to strip him of his security when back in the UK. I mean, Prince Harry has said he doesn't feel safe being in the UK. He doesn't feel safe bringing his wife and children here. And what a shame that is, because whilst Harry has been here on a couple of occasions over the last few months, he hasn't even got to see the King, let alone bring his children over to see the rest of his family. So, will 2025 be the time where Harry sort of makes amends with his family? We know he's not going to be over here for Christmas, but, maybe the turn of the year will bring a turn of a leaf for the rest of the royal family, because I think the King is desperate to see his grandchildren and to sort of try and repair relations with his son as well.
Yeah, well, and it looks like he, has been talking about a lot of wide-ranging things, as you mentioned at the top of this, Russ. So he's even talking about those ongoing divorce rumours, with Meghan after months and months of speculation. Sounds like he doesn't like the online chatter.
Well, God, no, he doesn't. I mean, you talk about disinformation online. I mean, it's full of it, isn't it? And he was speaking very, very candidly, I thought, about sort of that information that is pumped out all the time. It must be hellish sort of keeping up to date with it. And I think Harry has spoken about trying to sort of keep up with everything that's written about him. We can talk all day about whether that is sort of cathartic for him. But when you're in Harry's situation, such a lot is written about you. You're sort of damned if you do, damned if you don't, aren't you? And he said, listen, everything's fine with me and Meghan. We're sort of going on our own path, sort of trying to work out what the next stage of our life is. And I think for the moment, they're pretty happy in the US. There's no plans to come back to the UK. But, as I said, maybe in the next year, it's a bit of a turn a new leaf for Harry and the rest of the family. So fingers crossed we'll see him.
We like your optimism, Russ. In the meantime, Princess Catherine is hosting her annual Christmas Carol concert this weekend. So the working royals will be back in the spotlight. What can we expect from that?
Well, for sure, big moment. We've just had the Qatari state visit here in London. We saw the Princess of Wales out in full. So biggest engagement since the announcement of her cancer diagnosis, and she's fortunately finished that chemotherapy treatment just weeks ago. But the Carol concert has been a mainstay in the royal calendar over the last few years. It's going to be happening in just a few hours here in London at Westminster Abbey. You saw the great and the good, really focusing on sort of the together at Christmas vibe. And I think that's really pertinent for the royal family this year. I expect to see those sort of sentiments echoed by the King, of one of unity, togetherness. Been a pretty tough year for the royal family, hasn't it? So, hopefully wishing them health and happiness, and to you all for the lead up to Christmas.
Indeed, and to you and your family too, Russ. But I'm sure we'll catch up before then, the way Harry's going. We'll be talking to everybody soon. Russ, we'll see you soon.
Thanks, Russ.
Cheers, guys.